Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives. He's with me, so, and we gonna go full crazy.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. Yeah, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else.
Yo, so I'm back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. And I kind of figured I'd let the dust settle a little bit. Everybody was jumping on the Diddy bandwagon, making fun of him because he on a private jet to some island in the Caribbean. They saying he's trying to get away from authorities. That could be further from the case. The man didn't even know about the raid according to the police. So, like, we jump in the gun. Now, I will say, I want to make this disclaimer. I'm not necessarily a Bad Boy or a Diddy fan, right? I grew up in the era. I was more Death Row, Tupac, Snoop Dogg. I was West Coast, right? I like their music. I never really, while I thought Biggie was a good rapper, I never was a Bad Boy fan. When Biggie got killed, there was a couple hits that Diddy had with the Locks and Loon and Shine that I thought was decent, right? And I'm not going to disregard his contribution to hip hop. I couldn't help but notice that a lot of people was trying to make him out to be some pedophile, right? Or he trafficking children. Now, I find it hypocritical that in America, where we champion or it's normalized to be LGBT, that people are making this gymnastic leap from being accused of, I guess, doing lewd, lascivious things with Cassie or sex trafficking to the pedophilia. I fail to realize how people have made that leap. Like, okay, he might be bisexual. I thought in America that was normal, right? We're not making fun of Elliot Page or Billy Porter. So if Puff Daddy, or aka Diddy, Brother Love, if he was bisexual and like men, why are we making that leap from him being quote unquote bisexual to him messing with children? Now, before I started talking them two videos, it adopted some girl named Ava Baroni, and then he was hanging out with Justin Bieber. Now, in both videos, the one with Justin Bieber, he never said that they was going to do something inappropriate. He said they was going to hang out. In the world of entertainers, while it is plenty weird in the regular world to see a 40-year-old man hang out with a 15-year-old, in the music business, maybe he was doing just that. In the black community, we're not heavy on messing with children. Now, don't get me wrong, there are black folks that do that stuff. And when we find out, we ostracize them. So maybe he could be one of those type of black people. I highly doubt it. This is the mechanics on how the black mind works. You don't get to that level of fame and millionaire status or billionaire status, get all that money, just to jeopardize it for, I guess, a hankering for underage adolescents. I highly doubt that's the case. I think he really was hanging out. I got that video actually from Twitter. Somebody posted it, and in the captions they had said that he wanted to have a sleepover with Justin Bieber. If you watch that whole video, he never says anything of the sort. He said they was going to hang out, have a wild time for the next 48 hours. That doesn't mean that Justin Bieber wasn't going to go back to his hotel at the end of the night. With the Ava Baroni girl, I don't know the details on that. By now, she's got to be at least 16, 17 years old, judging by the video. It came out in 2014, so maybe she's about 18 now. She's not come out and said that anything lewd, lascivious happened to her while she was under the care of Diddy. And according to him, he was doing a good deed for a friend that fell on hard times, so he took the kid and adopted him. I don't know if that was true or he was joking. What I do know is no one's come forth, not even the girl, saying that he did anything to her. So how people are making this leap from him being bisexual, there was other videos I could have uploaded. I care not to. Some dude in an interrogation room talking about he was a personal cuck for Diddy and Cassie. I'm not listening to hearsay. What I will say is, while everybody was distracted by that, I was up at like 2:30 in the morning, and I seen this video of a tugboat or a cargo boat slamming into the Francis Key Bay Scott Bridge. I think I said that right. Now, all the people aboard that were on the ship were Ukrainian. That could just be a coincidence, but that looked like a planned attack. You don't run into a bridge. And then on top of all that, why was Homeland Security all at Diddy's crib? Shouldn't somebody been there like monitoring the bridge? And then another thing, who the hell was filming the bridge? Like if that was just a total accident, who knew to pull out their phone and start filming a boat going under a bridge, right? It's business as usual. That shouldn't be out of the ordinary. So that looks staged and planned, like that was intended to happen. Not to mention they got a mayor that looks like this. When I say like this, he's black and he looks cool, right? Press conference late night, he ain't got a suit on. So that could have been sabotage from white supremacy, actually trying to make him look like an incompetent mayor. But we're so focused on Diddy and what he might be doing. Not to mention, they haven't actually disclosed why they raided his spot. They didn't say if it was for guns, for drugs, for trafficking. They just said they were serving a warrant. TMZ and all these other news outlets have jumped the gun because they don't have any type of clerical transcripts to be saying why they raided the place. And then last time I checked, when they issue warrants, it's confidential. The public don't know. Reporters don't know. So how they got the inside scoop on why they raided his crib is beyond me. Like, TMC, Harvey Levin, stop lying. Get your facts straight. You know what I'm saying? But I also found it real ironic that when all this is happening to Diddy, right? He's getting accused. His place is getting raided. He's on a private jet. It says Diddy sells off all Revolt shares. Company sold to anonymous buyer. Right? That's what TMZ reported. Now, considering they got photos of him crying, that's real blurry and grainy. I don't know if he was crying or if that was just a pixelated picture. But yeah, like I find that like real weird. I find that real suspicious. In the words of Dr. Umar Johnson.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
That he would be selling his shares of his TV network that he purchased a decade ago. Right? And then also, nobody's bringing up Charlie Sheen or the father from Seventh Heaven. They just had a video or a clip I seen on Twitter of Corey Feldman talking about that Corey Haim was raped by Charlie Sheen with Crisco oil. I'm gonna let you see the clip.
He went into great detail. He told me, Charlie bent me over in between two trailers and put Crisco oil on my butt and raped me in broad daylight. Anybody could have walked by. Anybody could have seen it.
So, and I don't know if this was recent. I don't know when this was. It had to be recent because it's circulating on Twitter. But ain't nobody speaking on that. We talking about Diddy. I find it real suspicious in America whenever a black entertainer or celebrity is accused of these type of crimes, right? SA crimes. It gets glamorized and sensationalized. When it's the other side, it gets swept under the rug. Nobody even mentions it. Nothing's said. Like, we're not investigating it. So until there's actually concrete evidence that Diddy did anything, yo, in this country, it's innocent till proven guilty, not the other way around. I don't even care if social media is trying to make it like that in public opinion. Yeah, if you're new school and you don't know what that means, I need you to go and do your research. If you're 35 and older, you know that you don't condemn a man or a woman until they have been condemned. Right? They are presumed innocent, but he is a black man, so then there's that. In any event, if you like this episode, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn the notifications on. And YouTube, I didn't use excessive profanity. Please stop messing with my videos. I get so tired of doing these appeals and winning them. I'm just covering the news. In any event, I'm out.
No one's